And more Autobots join Optimus Prime. Cup.
Reminds me of the battle on Beta 4.
Hot Rod.
Watch my smoke.
Blur.
Now you see me, now you don't.
And these are the new Decepticons, the evil Cyclonus.
I'm spoiling for a fight.
And Scourge.
No one escapes the sweeps.
But soon, a new Autobot leader will arrive, introducing RODIMUS Prime. No one can take on the Decepticons like RODIMUS Prime.
Transformers.
The Transformers, each sold separately from Hasbro.
Welcome, Megatron. Your bargaining posture is highly dubious, but very well. I will provide you with a new body, and new troops to command, and nothing.
Quickly, as an aside to a decades-long debate, I want to throw my 2 cents in about something slightly controversial from this scene. Because we've just been shown Megatron being changed into a new being known as Galvatron, while still keeping his personality, his spark, his memories, and whatnot. It's assumed that Thundercracker, Bombshell, Skywarp, and the rest are the same way. The old character placed into a new body. I've always come from this school of thought myself, but a few things do occur to me. We're never sure if the 2 Seekers or Insecticons in this scene are even alive when this scene occurs. I mean, they probably are, based on some posing and posturing. But there's a chance the intention was that only their bodies are used to become a new housing for ancient evil Transformer sparks of warriors who long ago crossed paths with UNICRON. I believe some version or another of the original script said as much, but there's plenty of other videos that go at length on the topic, and I don't really want to do that here. Also, there's the subject of animation errors, of which this movie has no shortage of, and I've already talked past a few of them. That said, Bombshell and Skywarp are both shown to turn into Cyclonus. It's clear from other videos and websites that there was meant to be several clones of Cyclonus, just as there is of Scourge to make up the sweeps. Whatever happened during production in the end, ultimately, there's only one Cyclonus. And because of that, these specific handful of errors in animation have left this scene open to wide interpretation. Now, here's the thing. None of it matters when considering the context and narrative of this movie. It only matters at this time that Galvatron is still Megatron deep down.
In the days of Megatron, it was not like this. You mean Galvatron? Hail Galvatron! Hail Galvatron! Well, they were the same guy.
And that said, I personally like the idea of Thundercracker and Skywarp specifically becoming Scourge and Cyclonus. My brother and I actually have our own whole headcanoned secret history about Skywarp and Cyclonus that maybe one day I'll make a whole video about that, so, stay tuned. But Thundercracker and Scourge are both blue. Skywarp and Cyclonus are both purple. The Insecticons have the ability to clone themselves and make lots and lots and lots of copies, which can explain the nearly endless amount of sweeps through the series. All of this makes sense to me and is simply my preferred take on the whole debate. Just throwing that out there. Whether or not you agree, let me know in the comments. It's always a fun discussion. And while we're at it, for the record, I always call the red one Rumble, except in this specific animated incarnation where Rumble is clearly the blue one. Once again, doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of storytelling, and I always suspected that they might change their colors back and forth all the time anyway and play, like Parent Trap with the other Decepticons, just for kicks and giggles. It's the kind of thing they'd do.
First we crack the shell, then we crack the nuts inside!
The battle is over. But the galaxy-spanning adventures of the Transformers will continue, and the greatest Autobot of them all, Optimus Prime, will return.
And now no force in the universe will stop me.